Welcome to Matters Financial and Geopolitical from a Frontier. Thank you as always for stopping by. Let me start with the TV show, Metropole TV, every evening, 8 to 9. It's really, I'm enjoying it thoroughly, although it makes it a very long day. And yesterday it was a pleasure hosting Caleb Mugendi as our guest, and this is a photograph of Caleb, myself, and Stephen Kimani, who's the producer and actually produced me many years ago when I did Money Matters on NTV. Most enjoyable. Do try and dial in. It really is a lot of fun. Let's move on to the currency markets. Euro dollar 112.28. Dollar index 97.325. Japanese yen 109.85, Swiss franc 101.39, the pound 130.18, the Australian dollar just below 70, India rupee 69.7665, South Korean won 11.7667, Brazilian real 394.70, Egyptian pound, probably the best performing currency anywhere in the world other than the dollar, 17.123. And the rand has firmed up a little to 14.2271. This is a chart of the dollar index. I'm bullish about it. This is a chart of the euro dollar, which has been lifted a little bit this morning. Uber announced the pricing of its IPO of 180 million shares of its common stock at a price to the public of $45 per share. They priced at the lower end of the range. They supplied fewer shares. As I've said previously, I'm bullish about it because it's all about the platform economy, the tipping point, the magic moment when an idea, trend, or social behavior crosses a threshold, tips, and spreads like wildfire. The economists call it blitz scaling. It's a winner-take-all world. And in a brilliantly counterintuitive move, Uber said they might never even make a profit. They are the largest high-tech growth tech company that's come to the public market since Alibaba. I had a conviction trade on this under these conditions. In 18 years of publishing, Citron Research has never seen such an obvious fraud as Jumia. This is a research report. As the media in the US is naively anointing Jumia the Amazon of Africa, the media in its home country of Nigeria has a plethora of articles discussing the widespread fraud in the Nigerian company. Not even that elusive Nigerian prince can cover this one up. Jumia is the worst abuse of the IPO system since the Chinese RTO fraud boom almost a decade ago. Worse than being the most expensive US listed e-commerce company, Jumia reported financials show us a stagnant business that has burned through $1 billion and has moved the suckers game to the US markets. In this report, Citron will expose the smoking gun and show why the equity is worthless. And of course, before that report by Citron hit home, causing Jumia an 18% hit by the market close, and they are notorious short sellers, rather good. The stock had reached a high of $46.99, or over 3 times its IPO opening price. The report link is on Rich Wrap-Ups in full. Have a listen, have a read. Of course, I interviewed Sam Chapati, who is the Jumia Kenya CEO. Have a listen to the interview. World's food bill to drop thanks to cheaper coffee and shipping. That's a good outcome. Global import bill to drop 2.5% to 1.47 trillion in 2019, says the FAO. Cheaper coffee, oil seeds, and shipping costs mean the world's food import bill is expected to fall for the first time in 4 years. FAO does not forecast increases for any of the main food groups, and coffee, tea, cocoa, and vegetable oil prices are expected to fare worse. Commodity freight costs have fallen almost 50% from a July peak. Coffee futures have reached the lowest in more than a decade in New York. The dependence on cereal imports could reach 35% of the total food bill for least developed countries and those in sub-Saharan Africa. So that's a good outcome. Gold, let's have a look, 1285.30. Last trading crude oil, $62.15. Obviously going into the weekend with B-52 bombers and the Lincoln Strike Group nearby, I hardly see it falling. I said on October 2018, I'm keen to buy the China EM negative feedback loop contagion. And have a look at this. Escalating trade tensions have punctured emerging market currencies led by declines in the Korean won, the Turkish lira and the Chinese yuan. That's from Lisa Abramovitz.